Yeah, you got Lou Diamond. That's right, people, I'm back again. Yeah, I'm here to talk about, oh man, it's our economy. I have never seen our economy at its worst. It's crazy. I mean, food is expensive, traveling is expensive. So today I want to talk to you a little bit about minimum wage and living wage. It's just how they don't care about us. Our government, do they care about us? Do people care about other people anymore? We're getting what you call grimy. We're getting grimy out here. We're getting grimy. Now, you know, it's just how they don't care about us. Our government, do they care about us? Do people care about other people anymore? We're getting what you call grimy. Even understand, or people don't even know there's a difference. There's a thing called living wage, and I'm surprised because nobody even talks about it. It's not even mentioned in our society. And living wage is the amount of money that it would take for you to just live at poverty level too, and at that too, just to live, just to survive on a normal 40-hour work week and have a place to live in where you're not getting wet, somewhere that it's not raining on you, to have enough food for 30 days and to survive throughout the year. So it's never mentioned. You know what's mentioned? Minimum wage is mentioned. The minimum amount of money that they can give you, which is not the same as living wage, because the minimum amount of money they can give you actually is just enough, but it's not enough for survival. So if you want to survive, let me get into it. Just put it this way: there's a amount of money that it would take for you to survive in the world today. In our economy, in our world, there's a minimum amount of money. There's a salary that should be met for you to live at a poverty level. And people want to know, what's the salary? What are you talking about? Okay, so for you to live at a poverty level with housing, food, and enough money to get back and forth to go to work, and with a health insurance policy that's given by the company, that plays a difference too. So it's $46,000 and above. So you would have to make, at the end of the year when you file your taxes, if you didn't make $46,000 and above, you did not make enough money to support yourself to live for an entire year. And that's with food, housing, transportation, and the basic needs. Toiletries, deodorant. So yeah, so our economy, or our system, should have every American to try to achieve that. They should not want Americans to make less. So what we should be striving for living wages, not to increase minimum wage. It's already, so all of these years, if you didn't make above minimum wage, you would probably fail at survival. But you don't fail at survival. That's the thing. So what you do, you'll get multiple jobs to make that $46,000. And while you're making that $46,000 to achieve that goal to make that $46,000 with multiple jobs, that should be given to you with one full-time job, with a 40-hour work week, with basic health insurance. And that should be a given. And everybody doesn't have to go to college. So these things are something that should be given to you from the company that you're trying to go for, or the position, and it's not. So we're always going to be in the red, because you have a bunch of people that's not meeting that level, that's not meeting that income, and then you have a bunch of people that's making millions, and the middle is dense. So there's a whole bunch of poor people, and now there's a whole bunch of rich people. The rich is rising. The middle, they're struggling. So so it's already mapped out, because you're not even meeting the minimum requirements for survival. So failure is kind of mapped out for us. So this is what we have to work at, and this is what our politicians and all these people are supposed to work at. They're not supposed to be doing all right. These laws they pass don't help or don't hurt them. It actually helps them. They have loopholes, tax holes. I know the basic American, you don't know no loopholes. All you know, when you get paid, the FICA and the Social Security and all of this and that and the city taxes and the that and the this, everything comes out your check all nice and perfect. You can't underpay them. You don't know how to underpay them. At the end of the year, you try to do some scam. You try to do something. Man, you'll be on the IRS. You'll be in trouble with the IRS. And so, I'm talking about just how they don't care about us. It's just how they don't care about us. Our government, do they care about us? Do people care about other people anymore? We're getting what you call grimy. We're getting grimy out there. We're getting grimy. Now, you know what they steal, $77 million from the state of Mississippi? That doesn't seem kind of crazy to you? That $77 million is taken from the poor? And it's people that was well off? And that's not talked about? That doesn't seem weird to you? I think it seems weird to me. So this is when I came out to do my podcast. I didn't want to come out about really economic views and money problems, but education. I would like to educate, and so I would like people to make it. I want people to make it in society. I'm not against no one making it. So these are the things that people have to realize that we have to take care of. So we have to stop working on minimum wage, which should already be taken care of, and get our society up to par with living wage and living wage. So if you can try to just get everybody to make living wage, maybe the crime rate will go down. We don't know what'll happen because we never tried it. It never happened. You're either poor or you're either rich, and the in between is just, they're more to the right. They're more to the right, because you know what you do. You make a little above $46,000. You might make $70,000, and after taxes, it's actually $40,000. Just remember what I said. To make it living wage, your salary has to be $46,000 and above. Oh, and did I tell you? And that's after taxes. So, gentlemen, what you do when you go home, you think about the money you made, and you look at your forms, you look at your W-2s, and you see what you made and what you brought home, and how much difference it was. So you should track what you brought home from that $46,000, or track that $46,000 from what you brought home, I should say, and see what you get, and see how much you're above living wage. And that's right, this is Lou Diamond. This is just a little something to throw out there, So I'm gonna definitely talk to you. I got some other things to talk to you about. It's about part-time work, so that'll be coming up, and after the break.